Ladies and gentlemen, today we have found one of the newest, nicest motor coaches that is available for sale or for rent. Today we're hanging out at Goss RV with Tyler. How you doing today, sir?
Andrew, I'm great. How are you?
Excellent, thank you. This is quite a stunning marathon coach behind us. What is the story on this coach, sir?
Yeah, so this is Coach 1383, beautiful Prevost Marathon. It's been in our rental fleet for about a year. One of our owners bought it brand new, has made over $100,000 in income, and is looking to trade up to an even newer model. So this is still in the rental fleet, but it happens to be for sale as well.
Now it only has 17,000 miles on it, so to bring in $100,000 in revenue with only 17,000 miles, I'm curious what you're charging to rent something like this.
Yeah, so this will be in our premier top level coaches. We've got one or two above it, but not many. So this will rent roughly $27,000, $28,000 per week.
And we've talked about it in other videos, all of the different, concierge services. Goss is able to really set up more than just the coach rental, but the experience, provide a driver. You mentioned having a chef flown in. So of course, all of those expenses are above and beyond that, but $27,000, $28,000 is the base rental rate on this.
It is, and that's what differentiates our model, the high-end boutique coaches with the high-end services as well, right? So our travel concierge can be added. We can white glove the entire trip, plan every RV park, hiking excursion, helicopter tours, private chef, anything you want, we can add that. And then certainly our coach operators make the adventure fun, and you don't have to hassle with the coach.
And Goss has been leading the motor coach industry at this level in the high-end rentals. You're the only company that I know that rents these kind of coaches on this type of a scale. How long has Goss been in business, and how big is the Goss fleet, and where are you located?
Yeah, located nationwide. So we've been in business, Andrew, over 20 years. We've been essentially doing what we're doing now, serving that very high end of the market, chartering coaches for affluent families and celebrities and entertainers and athletes, and really folks who never thought they could have access on a daily or weekly or monthly access to a bus like this. We have a little over 50 coaches in the fleet right now, so working individually with all those owners to meet their goals for their coach from a revenue standpoint and make sure that we get their coach on the right rentals for them.
Yes, sir. And we did do another in-depth video talking about your rental programs and showing some of the more entry-level coaches all the way up to the best of the best you have, like this 24 marathon. Now, if someone wants to purchase this coach, how much do they need to become the next owner of this coach?
So this coach is for sale, $2.295, so $2,295,000.
And the new marathons are pushing on 3 million new, so a significant savings over new, and it's available immediately?
Available immediately, so no wait. I think, 18 months, maybe 24 months on a new marathon, so this one's ready to go. And we also have existing rentals booked on it, so there is a book of business or pro forma of some revenue that we can share with the new owner too.
Great opportunity for someone, and this has got that gray metallic paint on it. When it was in your showroom, I just thought it was gray, but out here in the sun, it is sure popping with a heavy metallic, and then of course the stainless sides, that classic Prevost styling. Now at Goss, you have more Prevost marathon coaches in your fleet than any other coach that I've seen. What is it about marathon coach that works so well with your Goss business model?
Yeah, it's a good question, Andrew, because there's so many great converters out there, right? And we're not partial to one over the other. We're just looking for quality products. So we just happen to have a relationship with Marathon over the last, 10, 15 years, where we brought them some buyers, we've helped design some coaches, and the product has worked really well with our renters. But we've certainly had other converters, Featherlight, Newell, you name it. We've had those in and out of the fleet at certain times. So we're open to really any converter that builds a quality product like Marathon. That's what we're looking to deliver to our clients.
Well, I heard that you have a new epic motor coach in your rental fleets. Really looking forward to asking you more about that. That's going to be in another video in the description below. Let's take a closer look at this Marathon. Now, I'm noticing up front here, this is something new that I haven't seen on an X yet. Not only does this have the normal Prevost mirrors, but it looks like it's got the E-mirrors as well.
E-mirrors are a key feature, right? You're driving a 45-foot coach, so just to have that comfort and safety of knowing where cars are, where traffic is, it's a huge feature.
Yeah, even at night, regardless of fog, I've heard that those are a game changer. The owners of the new Prevost that have those are big fans of the E-mirrors. Now the X3 bay configuration is going to be a little bit different than the H3 with the wider bays, larger bays. They're not quite as tall as the H3 bays, but then we're going to gain more interior headroom But what's going on in the bays in this coach?
Yeah, so we've got some great outfitting of these bays. Our clients require the very best. And so whether it's this coach or other coaches, grills, TVs, outdoor entertaining space, we send a lot of our rental clients to national parks, ball games, they're hanging out under the awning, they want the outdoor space. So we can check this out.
And you mentioned the awnings. Do the awnings come out on both sides? Does this have the batwing awnings?
They do, it does indeed, yeah. So
Nice.
you're set at tailgate, you're set up and in great shape.
Nice, and I'm also noticing lots of cameras around the coach. There's one on the front cap there towards the front of the coach, also towards the rear of the coach and in the middle of the coach. I'm assuming this has 360 cameras, all kinds of different views around the coach.
It does, right? Safety and security are paramount when you're buying a $2 to $3 million coach. So you want eyes on that perimeter of the coach, and that's what that provides you, that 360 view.
Let's open up these basement bays here. Now, this is the driver's side of the coach, so this is usually going to be the more business side of the coach that's not being accessed as much as the patio side. This is a full pass-through storage bay with no slide tray, so you're maximizing your space in here. And you've got some bins and some stuff going on here. What's stored in this bay currently?
It is, so this is going to be set up, go out on a rental soon, so we've got some extra supplies if needed. We've got some items, extra pillows and blankets should the rental client need those, and then obviously some cleaning items, some extra rugs and things that might be needed on the road.
And it's got the 20 kW generator, so if guests want to dry camp, got some serious power here.
Plenty of power, yeah, and we have a lot of folks who some will boondock and dry camp, and then others will be plugged in, so it just depends on the rental.
And we mentioned in the other video that Goss is able to set up really a concierge level of experience. If someone wants to go to Bonnaroo or maybe Talladega to a race, you're able to accommodate, getting them their passes, their infield parking, kind of do all the heavy lifting for them so that they can just show up and enjoy the motorhome in the event.
Yeah, hands down, turnkey, best experience for something like a Bonnaroo or Talladega specifically. We've got sponsorship arrangements with both Bonnaroo and then Talladega for the VIP finish line track. No better experience for both of those to go in a coach like this and be front and center, have VIP access to everything, and let us set it up, do it all for you.
Yeah, and when you guys see inside of this coach, it's like a high-end resort on the interior, so nice to bring that anywhere you want to go. Has this coach been to Burning Man yet?
This one has not been to Burning Man, but we're not opposed to it, assuming the owner is on board with it. This would be a premium coach. For Burning Man, it's generally a 2 to 3x premium over a normal rental for the owner. So we certainly walk through what that means to the owner and the precautions that we take to take care of the bus at an event like that.
Yeah, I can imagine there's some extra cleaning that goes into it after Burning Man, but we talked more about that in the other video. Definitely worth checking out. But here's the Marathon Coach plumbing bay, super simple with a manifold system. And I'm always impressed with, the drop doors for the cord reel and the sewer hose, where that sewer hose literally comes below the coach, and then when you're ready to store it, it tucks away so you're not having to fumble with sewer hoses. Same thing with your shore cord, tucks underneath the coach. Really nice setup the way Marathon does it.
Marathon, whether it's the exterior or interior, just great finish work. So they do a great job here in the bays as well.
Nice spot to wash your hands. Now, typically the coach operator is going to be using the plumbing bay. If someone rents this level of coach from you, usually they're going to have a coach operator that handles all of this stuff.
It will, and that's the beauty of our model, is we want our renters to enjoy the coach, but not have to do any of the work. So bring in one of our operators, let them handle all of the connections for you. Anything happens on the road or to the coach, they take care of it. The renter can enjoy the trip.
Absolutely, and if someone's just thinking about getting into RVing and they don't want to, dive head first over $2 million, a week-long rental is a great way to kind of dip your toe in the water and get a feel for it.
No better way to do it. There's no other place to rent coaches of this caliber, so we'd welcome that.
Absolutely, and this is going to be more of a service bay here. Marathon Coach finishes everything out. Behind these panels, we're going to find those twin 4,000 watt inverters, all super clean the way Marathon Coach finishes everything out. And then you've got those panels that just Velcro on. Now with those twin 4,000 watt inverters, I believe you can run one or two of the ACs off of just the inverters, even with AGM batteries and not lithium batteries?
Yeah, I believe you can. That's my understanding. So that's a great option.
Yeah, and Marathon Coach has been doing that for a long time. I know a lot of the other companies didn't start doing that until they got into the lithium packages, but Marathon Coach has been the largest Prevost conversion company now for quite some time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here we've got our fuel fill for a 200-gallon diesel fuel tank. You put down a lot of miles with 200 gallons of diesel fuel, and then of course that's under lock and key there to protect your diesel fuel. And as we walk around this coach, that exterior color combination with the black, silver, and white, really a sharp, very classy, timeless design. And then I'm seeing through this door here, this has the electric cooling fins, which I believe it was 2018 when Prevost added those. Huge game changer. Then coming around to the back of the coach, we've got a 20,000 pound towing capacity. And I'll pop open this rear engine hatch to get to the Volvo D13. Very accessible, very user-friendly, easy access to your belts if you need to switch a belt, 500 horsepower. And of course the Prevost shell. This is one of the most robust industrial, probably the most robust and industrial motorhome on the road.
Agreed. There's a reason that they call it a million-mile chassis, right? And that bands and touring acts have been using them for 40 years.
Yeah, I bet you've got some stories of some A-list celebrities that have rented these from you guys through the years.
We do. We have anybody from the entertainment world to the sports world to the Fortune 500 CEO world. So it is wild who you come across in this business.
Another cool story for you guys. And I remember last time we were here, you were telling me a story about a couple guys that were in Las Vegas and there was some sort of a bet that was made. And basically someone drove a bicycle from Las Vegas to Los Angeles, and then another guy had the bus with a bunch of his female companions hanging out in the bus, the whole bicycle ride to LA, something like that?
Yeah, I think that's accurate, Andrew. Yeah, I think it was a bet or a dare made that this gentleman couldn't bicycle the whole way, and sure enough, he did it, and the coach full of guests followed him on that journey. So that was an interesting rental.
Yeah, I'd love to hang around and get some more stories out of you. I'm sure the stories never stop around here.
It's a fun business.
Yes, sir. And I don't know how to pronounce this Eberspacher, it looks like to me. I believe that's a German system, hydronic heating system, kind of like the Aqua Hot, but probably a more high-level brand.
Yep, that's accurate.
Here we've got, Prevost VIN plate, as well as the Marathon Coach VIN plate. We can fill our diesel fuel on both sides of the coach here. Again, locking door for your diesel fill. Now this is going to be the water heater back here, very marine industrial grade piece of equipment. And then up here we've got the condenser for the, I believe, the dash AC up front here. This is going to be more of a service bay. You could tell the service bays because they don't have those traditional handles. They have the button for the latch. This is going to be the entertainment bay. Beautiful the way Marathon Coach finishes that out. And what's all going on in this bay?
Yeah, this bay probably gets the most use from the rental clients, right? Pull up to your national park spot, awning out, come out here, pop the TV out. So you've got a great smart TV. You've got your Crestron iPad to control everything here. You can pop that TV in and out for the switch there, as well as an outlet. So charge your phones, plug in a Bluetooth speaker, whatever you need.
Yeah, then you could make sure you don't have any glare on your TV screen, depending on where the sunlight is. And then when we look back here, this is going to be access to all those plumbing systems. We've got twin SureFlow water pumps, heater for this bay to keep your holding tanks warm, manifold system for the cold water on this side, your easy access to your house water filter here. Just so nice the way, Marathon Coach has these cabinets to give everything a finished off look. Every square inch of this coach is finished out.
They do a great job on the details, interior and exterior. You can see that in the bay work here.
It's hard to see the holding tanks back there, but do you know the size of the holding tanks in this coach?
Yeah, so fresh water is about 160 gallons, black is about 88, and then gray you got about 66.
So some serious holding tank capacity in here. If you wanted to do some dry camping with a 20 kW generator and those huge holding tanks, you're set up for the racetrack or Bonnaroo. You could take quite a few showers with 160 gallons.
Yeah, this is the way I want to camp.
Yes,
no doubt.
sir.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, when we open these bays too, it is like a Volt. It's definitely a commercial grade piece of machinery. There's no questioning when that's open and closed. And then, of course, we've got the signature Marathon Coach lawn chairs out here with the Marathon Coach embroidery. And then we've got storage here, but then some nice compartments to store those in as well. And everything's lined with carpet. And then bay one is going to be the full pass-through storage. We've got a couple more Marathon Coach lawn chairs, the Marathon Coach doormat, just like that. And we're almost set up for camp.
I'm ready for a beverage.
Yeah, this definitely makes me want to camp in style. No doubt about that.
Absolutely.
It's great how little space these take up in the bays. You've got those small trays for it. Very robust lawn chairs that I see folks, with coaches that are 20, 30 years old still using these and very comfortable as well.
Trademark of a Marathon Coach, right? You got to have the chairs. You got to be sitting out under the awning having a drink.
So when your renters are at Talladega or Bonnaroo and they need a little break from the racetrack or the concert, they can come back here, kick out the lawn chairs, put out the awnings and kind of relax a little bit.
This is the spot. This is why you rent one of these coaches. You've got the incredible interior, but then you can come out and enjoy this when you get nice weather or need a break.
Well, and that's what luxury motor coaching is all about, all the sights that you get to see. Nothing like having like a luxury suite with you everywhere you go. This interior is over the top. Do you think we could take the folks inside and show them what's going on?
Let's take a look.
And of course, we've got the doorbell with the camera, so if you do have guests, you get to screen them before they come in. But check this out, guys. Marathon Coach has really been stepping up their design here on 1383. What is the story with this coach?
Yeah, 1383, it's a fan favorite, right? It's a rental favorite. I think you can see why just by looking at the coach. The color scheme, it's really inviting, it's really warm in here. I think we've gotten away from some of the grays in the past years to more of the warm earth tones. And I think they've done a really good job with a mixture of fabrics and textures to just create that warmth.
And lighting as well. Lots of warm lighting. Even the ceiling here, we don't see any mirrors on the ceiling. It's almost like a khaki or linen feel on the ceiling there.
Yeah, they've done a really good job. I think Coach 1378 is similar to this one that's in our fleet as well. And they've just brought in different textures, I think, which creates that interest. You know, it's not just one single finish, but you've got the linen, you've got the tile floors, and then a different finish in the cabinets. So they've really done a good job of tying everything together.
Yeah, definitely. And when we step back up to the cockpit area here, the captain's chairs have a very cool design with a different pattern. I know a lot of the companies have been doing a diamond stitch pattern, but this is more of a rectangular, but still with the perforated leather. This is the first I've seen of this style.
Yeah, taking a page, I don't know if it's from Bentley or Rolls, but right, taking a page from the high-end auto world, I think you're starting to see those different patterns built into the seats.
What's going on in the cockpit area up here?
So obviously brand new cockpit, right? So we've got the updated wood grain texture here. I think the coolest feature to me is the e-mirrors. I know that our drivers have loved having that option, so I think that's a huge upgrade from older models. We've got Gen Start Stop, Auto Gen, everything we need within hand's reach. You've got your full Crestron screen here, so anything you need to control on the coach is right at your fingertips. I think Marathon Coach has really done a good job of incorporating convenient features into this coach.
Yeah, and even on the lighting here, when we look on this panel, you could see if you wanted a 25%, 50, 75, or 100% lighting, so you can control the dimness of your lighting. And then of course you have the different zones, you know, your galley, your hall, your salon. And then we can see our cameras as well. It's got the 360 camera. And then, you know, here's the driver door, curbside, front, rear. Essentially, you could see 360 degrees around. That looks like Marathon Coach 1380 behind us. I think that new H9660 body is available for sale as well.
Not a bad shot in your rear view, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A coach of this caliber, obviously you want eyes on the coach at all times. You want full visibility, so you get that with the 360 camera view. And pretty cool to have one of the nicest coaches in the world right behind you.
Yes,
in
sir.
This view here.
And of course, we've got, you know, shade controls, awning controls, security, climate controls, Bluetooth stereo, your simple Prevost dash AC, and then down here are shade controls for the cockpit. And then here we can lock and unlock the front door. Now see, we've got a TV on the inside of the slide room here. That's really nice when the slide room's going in while you're going down the road, but also it looks like another TV that comes down overhead here.
You have to have multiple options when you're entertaining or at the racetrack.
Absolutely. And then when that comes down, I really like the way Marathon Coach has their ingress and egress, where you can get in and out of the coach with the TV down without that catching your shoulder. And then it looks like some speakers wired in up front here as well.
Of course, have to have the surround sound when you've got the track feed coming in for the race, right?
And then this will pop out if you want to swivel that to watch from your recliner, almost a 90-degree angle. So you've got multiple televisions up front here. Now, will the sofa turn into sleeping?
It will. Yeah, this is a jackknife sofa, so it's a great option if you've got folks staying overnight or the party continues a little bit longer than you think. You've got a spot for folks to crash.
Yes, sir. And really easy the way these Marathon Coach jackknife sofas work. You just kind of fold that down and then push it up to unlock. Super easy and very comfortable as well, the way they build that. And then there's a little bit of storage here behind the sofa as well. And of course, you know, cool decor pieces. Do those coasters come from Marathon Coach?
They do come from Marathon Coach. All the accessories come from Marathon.
And the fireplace, I know this is one of Marathon Coach's kind of signature features. Does that create heat as well?
It does. It will put off heat, and it's a nice feature in the winter, especially if you're parked at Polson or one of these spots that get pretty chilly.
What else is going on up front here?
I think one thing I like, Andrew, is Marathon has really stepped up their interior game. I think you see a lot of the brass accents now. They used to be different materials. I think what you're seeing now is that brass trend, but that nice kind of polished brass. So to me, that's a timeless look. I think this coach will stand the test of time. You know, it'll be a classic look. The layout of this coach lends itself really well for our renters and a potential buyer as well, because you've got all this space up front. You also have the bunks and then a huge bedroom in back.
And then behind you is kind of an office workstation area. And I believe I've seen before that this will kind of slide out as a keyboard tray right here. And this is nice. You can kind of scooch your recliner up here, get a little bit of work done. And then there's more storage below, nice deep storage. And I always like to point out that Marathon Coach logo lasered into the wood grain there. And of course, this recliner is extremely comfortable. They're only using the highest level of furniture. Now, what is Goss's relationship with Marathon Coach? It seems like you have more Marathon coaches in your fleet than any other coach out there.
Yeah, we do, Andrew. We go way back with Marathon Coach. Our founder, Ken Goss, forged a relationship with them over the years. And we're certainly not exclusive to Marathon as it relates to the converters, but we've had a great relationship with them. We've brought buyers to them for some of their new builds. We've got some of that in process with our owners right now, and it's a fantastic product. So it's performed well for our renters, so hence the relationship over a lot of years.
And then I'm noticing behind this recliner here, this looks like a laundry hamper actually. If your guests have some dirty clothes, nice spot for that tucked out of the way, and another laundry hamper here.
They've done a really good job behind the furniture of using that storage space, right? So whether it's behind the jackknife couch or the chair, they've really maximized that space, because we all know when you're on the road, you're always looking for another spot for gear.
You always need storage in these coaches. Now coming back to this table, will this table adjust at all?
Yeah, so we've got the automated switch down here that will pop that out. So if you need a little extra room to get back to the booth, or you just want to create a little more space.
Yeah, and then when the slide rooms come in, you can put that in to create more space in your aisleway. And then I like the way that these adjust as well, so it makes getting in and out easy. And again, that interior design with the two-tone with a lighter color back really ties in those warmer colors together nicely. And then we've got a little bit of storage overhead, and I'm always impressed with the way Marathon Coach finishes out these cabinets with that embossed leather on the interior. And this is a little bit different design with the upward folding cabinet doors. Is that something newer for Marathon? Or?
It is, yeah, it's new to us. You know, we've got plenty of coaches that have the old horizontal. This makes a lot of sense to me. As you're placing things in there, you don't have to swing that door so wide. So it's just a little bit easier access to have that propped open for you.
So what else going on in the galley?
Yeah, we got a lot of things, Andrew. We've got all the nice Marathon touches, right? So you can see all the art pieces. Come back to the brass. I like that polished brass. Just a subtle look. It's not an in-your-face, just kind of a subtle, nice, warm look. And obviously all the touches here. If you do any cooking, you've got the hot plates there. You've got your stove under here. You know, really all the accessories you might need.
I believe there's a microwave hidden back here behind this cabinet door. I like the way they tuck everything out of the way, hide it with the cabinet face, but you've got a little bit of storage overhead. That's a Fisher Paykel microwave convection oven there. And then when we want to put that out of sight, out of mind, super easy to do. And then we've got some more storage up front here. It looks like Goss has this all loaded with everything you'll need on a camping trip.
You got everything you'll need. Now we'll sort that better when it heads out for rental. We don't want the client to lack for anything on a trip, so we provided everything that they'll need.
What else is going on in the galley here?
Yeah, so plenty of storage. As we open this up, we've got your trash can, cleaning supplies down here. So plenty of storage. Fisher Paykel dishwasher in here. So if you do decide to cook on the road, you've got that dishwasher there. You're not having to hand wash dishes. Additional storage here. Whether you decide to cook or not, you've got the tools here that you need. You're not sacrificing anything on the road. High-end appliances, and plenty of room to spread out and create a meal.
So we have a cooktop cover here that matches the countertop. It is a Fisher Paykel cooktop, so all matching Fisher Paykel appliances. Then we've got some good drawer storage here as well, and then some pantry space. And even on these drawers that pull out for the pantry, we've got the Marathon Coach logo. And then the face of the cabinets matches the refrigerator, and this is gonna be a Fisher Paykel refrigerator as well. So I like all matching appliances. And then we've got this large pull-out freezer with the ice tray. And this is cool the way that the two handles look like that's going to be separate drawers for the freezer and ice tray, but all one large freezer drawer there. I haven't seen a lot of these touches. Is a lot of this new for 2024?
It is. It's new for 24. And then as we get new coaches in, I mentioned we've got an owner that's got one on order now. I'm excited to see all the new touches there too. So it's been fun to watch.
Yeah, that 25 with 2 full baths is going to be coming to your rental fleet really soon. Looking forward to seeing that.
Can't wait. Hopefully that's in the fleet in the spring.
Well, that's the first 2 full bath Prevost that I'm aware of. I've been telling the Prevost converters to build a 2 full bath every time I get an opportunity. I've never talked to the engineers at Marathon, but they have the same thoughts that I do, so really looking forward to seeing how that use of space affects the size of the salon and the bedroom. So.
Yeah, well, and there's clearly a need and a demand for it in the marketplace, right? I think what we're seeing is some of the aging owners are aging out, and we're having a new generation come in to buy these coaches, and their demands might be a little different than the prior generation. So 2 baths is a necessity, especially if you've got a young family buying a coach with multiple kids. So we're excited that that's where the market's going.
And we did another video talking about your rental fleet here, and that was one thing you mentioned when I asked you what coaches you really want for your fleet. Those 2 full bath coaches seem to rent really well.
2 full bath is huge, right? The optimal floor plan is bunks and 2 full baths. Those tend to rent the best, and we're always looking for coaches that have that floor plan.
Yeah, and we'll leave a link to that video in the description below if you want to hear all of the different rental pricing on all of the different coaches they have here at Goss. Let's keep taking a look at this coach. Now we have a full-length mirror here going into the middle of the coach, and then we'll press one button for the hall door here. Right now we have all of the doors closed back here, and this is where the bunks are going to be. We'll open up this bunk door here. It folds back, so you can access your bunks right now, but if you want to open that up a little bit more, that will tuck back out of the way. Now this will also fold into a closet as well. I'm gonna pull these pillows out right here. This is one of the coolest configurations I've seen in a bunk. So when this lowers down, this can be either a much larger bed if you only have one guest staying in the coach, or if you want to use it as a closet as well, this will actually fold down, and now you have a large closet in the middle of the coach. And there's also shades here in the bunk, so if your guests just want to have some shades without closing those big doors, you can just press a button to give them some privacy. And then when you're not using the coach, you just press a button to close everything up, and now your closet is out of sight, out of mind. And across from the bunks, we have the middle bathroom right here. Those same warm colors like we've seen through the coach. And this is gonna have a Jack and Jill door going into the rear bedroom. We'll show you that in just a moment. So you got plenty of headroom in the shower, with a shower head that's in the ceiling of the shower. And then above that is gonna be a vent with a fan so you can keep some fresh air in here, and beautiful tile work. I'm always really impressed with the craftsmen at Marathon Coach, but their design team was really firing on all cylinders on this coach, and kind of the smaller subway style tile in a vertical pattern really turned out nice. And then even the texture on the wall in the bathroom as well as the ceiling just really ties in everything together well. Here we've got some good medicine cabinet space. And you can see the way Goss loads this up with all of the goodies for while you're traveling. And then I like the way these medicine cabinets are lined with that embossed leather. And then you've got the glass shelving and some more storage over here. Then you'll notice, more indirect lighting below the countertop, below the floors. These are heated tile floors, and then some more storage below the sink as well, and drawer space. Now we've got 2 doors going back into the bedroom. I'm gonna press this button. That'll open this door, but I'll meet you guys back there. So here we've got the Jack and Jill door as well. And this is a large bedroom here for a double slide X3. I believe this is the super slide in the bedroom here.
It is. We've got a lot of space back here, Andrew. I like that Jack and Jill entry in from the bathroom into the master bedroom, and then you've got this huge bedroom. Lots of good natural light through the window, and just a great spot to relax.
Yeah, king size bed. It does have the fixed TV, and then we have a large closet in the back of the coach. And then we also have another large closet up front with a very bright downlit hanging bar. And then again, the insides of these cabinets are lined with that embossed leather just over the top. And if you see these 4 hinges on these closet doors, just way overbuilt. And then some very good drawer space here. Again, I can see Goss loads these up with all the white towels, so your guests have no shortage of towels.
A lot of towels. We go through a lot of towels. Kids use a lot of towels, so you can never have enough.
And always good to have all of that storage for all of that stuff as well. These are very deep drawers, and again, that Marathon logo on the inside of every one of these drawers I've opened. That is dovetail construction as well. And I see a second sink up front in the rear suite as well?
Yeah, so with this being the X, you have the single bath, right? So you don't have that extra half bath. It's nice to have a bit of a prep sink here. Somebody's getting ready, somebody can still be in the bathroom, in the shower, so you've got that space to do it. So that's a great feature.
And then these windows in the bedroom, do these open up?
Yeah, so these windows open up. I think nice fall day, if you're in a national park, you've got great natural light and you can open them up, get that natural breeze through. I like that these aren't painted. I know we've seen some coaches where they're painted or you've got that vinyl wrap over it. Limit some of the light in. This you have full light, so it's a great sunny place back here.
Yes, sir. And then a little bit of storage here on both sides of the fixed TV as well, and loaded up with more towels over there, I see.
Can't ever have enough.
Yes, sir. And then, you know, more storage here below. Because there's no TV on a televator, you've got some good space for drawers as well. And then there's no cabinets above the bed, where I really like this open feel, plenty of headroom. It doesn't feel like you're in a motorhome, claustrophobic. And then of course you've got that nice big window behind the bed, and even the ceiling here in the slide room, it looks like there's speakers wired in and a very cool pattern and texture on the ceiling there.
Yeah, this is your private retreat. You got speakers, everything you need back here. So if you don't want to go to the front of the coach, if you got the kids up there and the door closed, you've got your entire space back here.
Yeah, definitely all of the amenities to stay comfortable back here. And then we've got another pocket door here to the rear walk-in closet. And you can see that's very well lit with a downlit hanging bar. And then that'll open up here. We've got a stackable washer and dryer. Plenty of room back there.
Yeah, again, lots of great space. I like the downlight for the curtain rod. I think oftentimes you throw so much stuff in this closet, it's hard to see. So that gives you some great light back here, especially if you're digging through trying to find your outfit. And I think with the stackable washer dryer, you've got some great on-road convenience, right? Especially for those trips that are a week, 2 weeks longer. You've got that added convenience of not having to go anywhere to do your laundry.
Well, it's a really good drawer space back here as well. Nice convenient place right after you do your load of laundry. You've got an area where you could fold clothes depending on how much hanging space you're using, and then put them away immediately. And this is technically like a walk-in closet. I can't quite almost stand up back here, but really a lot of space here in the rear of the coach.
Yeah, we're always compromised on storage in coaches, right? So I think Marathon has done a really good job below the TV, back here, really maximizing every inch of space to build those drawers in for extra storage.
Now, this is one of the nicest motor coaches available in the world right now, but I think you've got one coach that's just a skosh more expensive than this.
It is, Andrew. We've got one that's just a half step up, but it is the nicest in the fleet. That's Coach 1380. It's an H. We love the H because of the bath and a half. So where's the X? You got that single bath. You've got that bath and a half there, and it's just a gorgeous coach.
Well, that's the new 9660 shell, so one of the only new body style Prevost available right now. Now this X, I believe, has 17,000 miles on it, and how many miles does the H have on it?
So just over 30,000 miles. That has been an incredible revenue generator for that owner, upwards of $100,000, almost $150,000. Front end of that coach is still my favorite. It's a mean, just aggressive, good-looking coach.
Yeah, great looking paint job with that black and red, really a head turner. Now, I like that we have the opposing sofas in the H3, a little bit different variation, but it is also a bunk coach as well.
Yeah, it's a great configuration for us. The dual couches, the jackknife with the bunks, with the bath and a half. It's just an ideal combination for our renters.
And how much is that coach available for?
So that coach is $2,395,000.
And this coach?
This coach is $2,295,000.
So you've got options. If folks are looking for the best of the best, we've got two 2024 Marathon coaches available here at Goss. And then if someone purchases one of these coaches, how would it work to put it back in your rental fleet to get income from it?
Yeah, ideally they stay in the fleet because we have so many bookings on these coaches. So that's generally enticing to a potential buyer when you have built-in revenue on these coaches. And we can certainly work around the buyer's desire to use the coach as well, right? So we'll make sure that they're comfortable with their usage, but the rentals. But yeah, it's a fantastic opportunity. No wait. You're not waiting in line for that new build, but it's a nearly new coach, and I think they're some of the best in the world. So it's just a great opportunity to pick up a great coach.
Yeah, both are very well spec'd, very tastefully designed. Now, are you able to help folks with financing, or can you take in trades?
Yeah, we can take in trades. In some cases, we can offer financing as well. So we're equipped to handle any type of offer. So if you are interested, reach out on this coach or any coaches that we have on our site. We have a number of other Prevosts, Marathons. There's a couple production coaches on there as well. So we're a full service dealer while renting coaches is our primary goal here at Goss. It is supported by the owners that we deal with on a daily basis. So the owners are the lifeblood of our business. So we're always looking to take care of our owners and always looking to bring new coaches into the fleet, but take care of owners that are looking to sell their coach as well.
Yeah, so if someone's a motor coach owner out there and they want to offset their expenses by renting their coach out, that's something that you can help with as well?
Without a doubt, yeah. We're always actively looking for coaches. So assuming their coach fits in that criteria of high-end production or Prevost, doesn't matter the converter, as long as it's a quality product, we're open to having that conversation and bringing the coach in the fleet.
And I think in another video you mentioned 10 years old or newer for the Prevost, or 5 years old or newer for the Class A diesel motor homes.
Correct. Yeah, that's our market, Andrew. It's a boutique market. We're not a high volume renter. We rent elite coaches to premium rentals. So that's really our model. So we have that set of criteria to make sure that coach collection stays among the finest in the world.
Yeah, so if someone's a serious and qualified buyer, they want to purchase this coach or one of the other coaches we talked about, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Yeah, go to our website, gossrv.com, or call us directly. We've got a sales specialist team that's equipped to answer any question or walk them through any question they might have. 770-938-2035 is our phone number. We'd be more than willing to have that conversation.
Awesome. Well, Tyler, thanks a lot for your time. Greatly appreciate it.
Thanks, Andrew. Always love having you here.
Likewise. Also appreciate all of you out there subscribing to the channel. We hope you're all having a great day. Thanks again.